Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 733rd edition of TSR Primetime, your nightly dose of toxic masculinity. It is Friday, April 30th of 2021. It is good to have you guys in this evening. As always, we are streaming live to YouTube, Twitch, MGTOW.tv, and of course, in crystal clear, high resolution 4K to Sharpe Stream, the first mobile app of its kind, the first independently owned RP mobile app, streaming mobile app Yes, I know there's MGTOW.tv, who we happen to be streaming to as well. So shout out to those guys. But Sharpe Stream is the first of its kind. It is the very, very first mobile app by a content creator in this sphere where I can stream to independently and not have to worry about nothing. You can't report me. You can't get it shut down. I've had people think that they can shut it down, but they can't. No. It's ironclad. It's ironclad. Not going anywhere. And if for some reason that company, I don't know, decides to go belly up, which it's very doubtful they will, I've got a backup, then I've got a backup to the backup. Always keep two in the kitty. It is good to have you guys in today. It is Friday. So of course, on Friday, I like to tell you guys, give you that Friday night advice, right? If you're going out tonight, the restrictions are beginning to loosen up a little bit. I don't think there's a curfew down in Miami anymore. I think Myron and I were talking about that a little earlier today. And by the way, tune into Fresh and Fit After Hours, where they will be joined by the Tate brothers. That's right, Cobra Tate and his brother will be on Fresh and Fit After Hours this evening. That should be a hell of a show, because Andrew Tate is he is a bona fide digital pimp. No, that's not just a figure of speech. He pimps bitches. So be sure to tune into that. But my Friday advice, guys, use a condom. Don't drive drunk. Send that morning after text. The reason why you want to use a condom is because you don't want to knock a girl up accidentally and end up on 18 years of child support. The reason why you don't want to drink and drive is because, well, listen, I've committed a lot of crimes. Fortunately for me, a DUI or DWI isn't one of them. Actually, I think DUI and DWI are probably the only two crimes I haven't committed. I mean, outside of red rum and manslaughter and that kind of thing. But a DUI can get you hemmed up, man. At least 5 figures getting out of that if you're lucky. And then, of course, sending that morning after text saves you a false EPAR allegation. You smash a girl, whether you kick her out or not, whether you leave, she leaves, whatever the case may be, send her the morning after text. Send her the kick you out after text. When she leaves your place, or you leave her place, hey, had a great time tonight, we should do it again. 11 times out of 10, she's going to say, hey, I did too. Let's totally hang out. So if she decides to accuse you of EPAR, or as we like to call it, regret EPAR, you can show the cops. Does that look like it was non-consensual to you? Yeah, I didn't think so. There are many things that can turn a man's life upside down in the blink of an eye. An unwanted pregnancy from a one-night stand, a DUI, or a false EPAR allegation can all be very expensive and can really change the trajectory of your life. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of care. So that is my lecture on you young boys going out here slaying these 304s. One VIP ticket left, guys. We have one VIP ticket left for the Conference of Masculine Excellence. There were 25 available 3 weeks ago. There is only one left. As a VIP, you get your room covered. You get to go to the VIP meet and greet. That is for VIPs only. You get to rub elbows with, pick the brains of, hang out with, take pictures with all of the speakers, all of the guests. Drinks, girls, a really good time. Hell of a venue we're going to be at. I can't wait to tell you guys. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Then, of course, you're going to get preferred seating in the General Assembly area where all of the speeches are going on. You will also get preferred seating at the Feast of Champions, not to mention breakfast on both days. All you got to do is get here. Buy yourself lunch a couple of days, and you're good. And to be honest with you, if ticket sales keep going the way they're going, I might actually include lunch as well. Listen, I might feed you. Dude, all you got to do is get here, and I will feed you, put a roof over your head for the weekend. One VIP ticket left. One VIP ticket left. We actually managed to secure 100 more hotel rooms at the venue. So every ticket, VIP or not, if you've purchased a ticket to the Conference of Masculine Excellence, your hotel room is included, except, of course, if you purchased a Vegas Locals ticket, meaning that if you live in Las Vegas, you don't need a hotel room, you get a discounted rate. Or if you want to stay in a less expensive hotel, and there are plenty of them out there on the strip that is close to the venue, you can also buy the Vegas Locals ticket at a substantial discount. Go to masculineexcellence.com for details. I'm getting vaccinated tomorrow, guys. Devin finally talked me into it. Dev got vaccinated, I think 2 weeks ago. So I get to go get poked in the arm tomorrow. Dev is, well, we're both getting poked, actually. So I've got my vaccination tomorrow. I guess the first shot. Dev is getting her navel pierced so she can look even better. My idea, by the way. I said, yeah, by the way, you're going to get your navel pierced. She said, okay. Like I said earlier, Temptation Island Breakdown is going to be later on after the show. By the way, guys, I just want to go ahead and make this public announcement. And we'll get started here soon, I promise. As you guys all know, there have been certain content creators who are putting out videos about me and, releasing all sorts of information, all sorts of stuff, emails and all sorts of memes and all sorts of tweets. Guys, I've hired 2 law firms to take care of this matter. Okay? I'm not gonna get into details, but I have 2 law firms in 2 different states that are working on this matter as we speak. As such, my attorneys have advised me to respectfully request that you don't drop me any links. I don't need to see any pictures. I don't need to see any of that stuff. Okay? I can assure you, my attorneys are on it. They actually, in my last meeting with them it was either Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. Wednesday, they had discovered some things that even I hadn't uncovered. Okay? So they're on it. They're on it. I've got 3 attorneys and like 6 paralegals on this. It's costing a lot of money. It is costing a lot of money. But the reason I've hired so many people is so that I can focus on what I need to focus on. And that is actually what my attorney advised that I do. Okay? They've told me, listen, do what you do, because if you're out here if you're out here looking for stuff, it's going to take up a lot of your time. And I've never been one to go look for that stuff in the first place. But, listen, people like to send me stuff. And, listen, I know that, most of you guys mean well. Hey, Donovan, just in case you didn't know, this is being done, this is being said. And then, of course, you want people to, there are people who just want to rattle my cage a little bit. But I have filtered everything out. Anything that has to do with any of that stuff, all of it is going to be complete. It's going to be junk mail. It is going to be absolute junk mail. It's going to be eliminated. It's going to be deleted from all our email immediately. The filters are set high. I've got all the keywords taken care of in Instagram, got them on YouTube. So I'm just going to put the blinders on. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to continue to sell the hell out of these tickets for the CME. Thanks to the venue, we now have plenty left. Every ticket, again, comes with a hotel room. So while I appreciate you guys trying to make me aware of these things, my lawyers are adept at figuring this stuff out. This is why I'm paying them a boatload of money so that I don't have to worry about it, so that I can do what I do. And that's that. That's that. So later on in the show, we're going to talk about Amy Schumer, who seems to be having a little bit of trouble these days getting laid. And the interesting thing is, as I look for... Okay, well, hang on. There it is. So Amy Schumer is having a little bit of trouble these days getting laid, even though she's married. Even though she's married, she's still having a little bit of trouble getting laid. We'll talk about that later on in the show. I'm also going to read a letter written to Dear Abby. And in case you guys didn't know, Dear Abby's been around for a long time. It's a column where she gives relationship advice. Dear Abby, my boyfriend cheated on me. Dear Abby, my girlfriend cheated on me. Dear Abby, I'm not getting sex from my wife. She's a relationship guru. Well, a 48-year-old woman has written Dear Abby a letter wondering why things are the way they are. She seems to be very frustrated with dating, and she proceeds to tell Abby why. We'll talk about that. Then we're gonna take a look at a Reddit post where a guy whose girlfriend wakes him up when she gets home at 3 o'clock in the morning after hanging out with a coworker is not really worried about what you think he should be worried about. He appears to be very clueless. All of those are coming up. But first, we are going to start with the story of the day. So, this was actually posted yesterday. Apparently, listen, Kelly Ripa, Mark Consuelos. Again, if you guys don't know who they are, they're a celebrity couple. Live with Regis and Kelly Ripa. Then it was Kelly and Michael. She's a television personality. Mark Consuelos is also a television personality. I don't really know exactly what he does. I haven't seen him in a movie in a while. But Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, I think they were married back in like 95, 96. They met on the set of the famous soap opera All My Children. They were each other's love interest, and they fell in love, got married, and they've been married ever since. Well, Kelly Ripa has said that Mark Consuelos threw her wedding ring out a window during their first year of marriage, and it was, quote, a defining moment. So let's take a look here. Looks like let me take a look at the timeline. So it says Mark Consuelos tossed Kelly Ripa's wedding ring out the window early in their marriage. I did not know that it was hers, okay? Ripa told, quote, Double Date Podcast that she was sure many people would have called it quits after that. She said she understood her husband's, quote, terror and genuine fear of being married young. Now, the reason why Mark Consuelos was beginning to feel a little bit anxious, and he's never going to tell anybody this. But Mark Consuelos, let's just take a look at, let's take a look at, listen, look, right? Good looking guy, man. Listen, Kelly Ripa's a good looking woman too, but look what Mark Consuelos, look at this. Look at what Mark Consuelos, I mean, look, dude, the guy's a stud. Guy's an alpha Chad, right? 25 years of marriage. Kelly Ripa managed to lock this dude down and keep him. Let's see what else he used to look like. Oh, look, you see that right there? You see that right there? Look at him. Now, of course, she was the buxom blonde, right? He was the soap star. They were both soap stars. I don't know how she managed to pull this off. I don't know how she managed to trick him into actually getting married. You know what that is? That's called game. Look at this guy. So the point is this, guys. The reason why Mark Consuelos threw Kelly Ripa's ring out the window, it was because of the anxiety. Let's read what she has to say, and I think this is going to bring this all around. When we first got married, she starts, I think Mark felt like he rushed into it and maybe made a mistake, and maybe he was regretting it, and he took my wedding ring and threw it out the window. Ripa told Marlo Thomas and Phil Donahue on the April 19 episode. He turned around and said, I'm still here, Ripa added. I really think he thought in that moment that I would somehow just vanish or evaporate. Let's stop right there. He didn't turn around and say, I'm still here because he thought that you were going to vanish. You see, Mark Consuelos knew Kelly Ripa wasn't going nowhere. He knew she wasn't going nowhere. Otherwise, he wouldn't have threw her ring out the window. You see, when men know they have options, we can pretty much do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want. Obviously, whatever we want has to be legal. No one is saying that you need to isuba your girlfriend or wife. Nobody is saying that you need to be evisuba, spelled backwards, to your girlfriend or wife. But guess what? If you have options, if you are high value, then you can get away with that. It's not right, and it's illegal, but evisuba is better than boring. Women will forgive isuba. They will forgive isuba a lot quicker than they forgive boredom. Real talk. I verified that on Fresh and Fit after hours with the girls. I said, okay, so which would you forgive first? Which would you forgive first? A man who's boring or a man who is evisuba spelled backwards? And they had to wait and think. I said, well, there it is right there. The fact that you had to think about it tells me it actually wasn't even that. It was cheating. What would you forgive first? Cheating or boredom? They had to think about it. And the fact that they had to think about it means that they know that they would take back a cheating man before they take back a boring one. Men who get away with doing things like throwing your hot blonde wife's wedding ring out the window less than a year into the marriage, that's a man who knows he has options. What this also tells us is that Mark was anxious because he knew, look what this dude used to look like. Hold on. That's him now. That was him then. Look what this dude used to look like. This is obviously when they first got together. This is obviously when they first got together. Kelly's looking good. Mark's looking better. Listen, Kelly's a good-looking girl, but dude, Mark Consuelos can smash hotter, younger chicks right now looking like this. He can literally smash chicks that are a third, well, maybe not a third, less than half of his wife's age. He can do that. He could do that when he was looking like this. And this is why he was anxious. He was like, dude, did I really get married at 25, 26 years old? Dude, I could have waited. I could have done the Derek Jeter thing and waited till I was 40. I could have pounded ass for another 15 years, then settled down with a 25-year-old version of Kelly. But now I'm in the car, and Devin in the chat says, translation, she was being a biatch. And that's probably what happened, and that's the reason why Mark took her ring and threw it out the window, among other things. That's the reason why he knew she wasn't going anywhere, because Mark knew he had options, and he knows he has options now. He knew he had options. He knew he had options. He wasn't worried that you would somehow just vanish or evaporate. In a moment of passion, in a moment of anger, he did something that, I don't know, I wouldn't call it ill-advised, but I'll tell you what, 25 years later, she is calling this a turning point in their relationship. This man took your wedding ring and threw it out the window. And when she regales us of this story, it's almost like she's reliving something that was, I don't know, a good experience. As Danny DBC in the chat just said, females love emotional roller coasters, as you have said. Bingo. Bingo. That's why Kelly recalls this memory fondly, because she remembers how she felt in the moment. She loved him. She hated him. She wanted to kill him. She wanted to have his babies. Dude, I'll tell you what, after they found that ring, I'll bet you they pulled off to the side of the road. I'll bet you they banged right there on the side of the road. I'll bet you they did. I'll bet you they did. If you're a man who has options, if you're a man who has value, and trust me, your woman's going to know you have value. Obviously, that's why she's with you. After you do something completely horrible, whatever it is, and you do it unapologetically and don't apologize, guess what? She's going to jump your bones. She is going to jump your bones. Not only because you took her on that emotional roller coaster. She loves you, she hates you, she loves you, she hates you. Then she loves to hate fuck you. You acted unapologetically. You acted like a man. That's being masculine. Boop, there's your ring. Throw it out the window. All right, let's go get it. Are you sorry? No, we got the ring back, didn't we? What do I have to be sorry about? Men with options, gentlemen, men with options can do whatever they want. They can smash other chicks. They can throw rings out of windows. They can do whatever they want. And all these women out here, all these low-value women out here talking about, well, I would never stick around for that. Yeah, you would. And you have. That happened to Kelly Ripa, and she stuck around. Never once in her mind did she actually say, you know what? I'm out of here. This dude threw her ring out the window, and not at one point did she say, I'm out of here. Nope. It wasn't even a factor. Wasn't even a thought. And the reason why is because if she knows that if she left, Mark could have had, there are 37 Kelly Ripas waiting to be Mrs. Consuelos. So it said here that Ripa was taken with Consuelos before they formally met. So obviously she knew he was a heartthrob. Casting director said, I think I found our guy. She shows me, now Ripa says she shows me this picture and I thought to myself, I'm dazzled. I'm dazzled by this person and I don't get dazzled. A headshot is a headshot. Translation, I wanted to have his babies right now. Right now. He was hot. That's what it was. She wasn't dazzled. She saw a hot guy. She got turned on. Nothing wrong with that. It wasn't a particularly good headshot either, Consuelos added. Oh, I love that. That's amused mastery. Did you guys catch that there? Yeah, it wasn't a particularly good headshot. That's called amused mastery. If you read between the lines, what he is saying is like, you fell for this on a bad head. You didn't even know what I looked like from the neck down, and the headshot was bad, and you still wanted these nuts. The two met the day before the screen test. Rippo said she was in curlers, didn't have on makeup, and had a pimple covered with medicine. I looked like a disaster. I walked into the room, and there was the headshot. Rippa called the tossing of the wedding ring a, quote, big, bold move, and something that would have caused a lot of other people to call it quits. Are you hearing what this woman is saying? Ask any woman how she would describe her newly minted husband taking her wedding ring and throwing it out the window. Ask her how she would describe that. Oh, it was the most horrible thing ever. Oh, I couldn't believe he did it. I wanted out. I divorced him. I divorced him the next day. No, what does Kelly Ripa call it? She calls it a big, bold move. You know what big and bold is, right, guys? That's called masculinity. It doesn't matter what it is. If you are displaying masculinity, women will forgive it. That's just all there is to it. This was a big, bold, masculine move. Her super hot Latin lover, newly minted husband just did something that nobody's ever done really to anyone before. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone throwing a bitch's wedding ring out the window. But I can guarantee you that no one had stepped to her like that. Kelly Ripa probably walked all over every man that she had ever dated before Consuelos. And he showed her less than a year in, bitch, you're pissing me off. Out goes the wedding ring. Now, listen, I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. But I do know this. She stuck around. I also know this. She never even thought about leaving. Why? Once again, because she knew her husband has options. And even now, all these years later, 25 years later, look at this picture. Look at this picture. She can't get enough of this guy. She is 1,000% in love with this man. 25 years. 25 years, man, and she's still hot for this dude. He actually looks like he's hot for himself. Listen to this. This is telling. But in the moment, Ripa said she understood where her husband, who was 25 at the time, was coming from. It was like coming from a place of terror and genuine fear, and oh my God, I have to spend the rest of my life with this woman who does not value time, who is chronically late. Listen, Mark's probably a little older than I am, but listen, Mark, welcome to women, man. All right? Now, don't get me wrong. Women have to value your time. That's absolutely certain. But, dude, women are chronically late. Listen, man, this is your cross. Listen, we all talk about what we want in women. I won't tolerate this. Okay, there are certain things you can't tolerate as a man. But there are certain things about women you're going to have to accept. Women are going to be emotional. They're going to be emotional. They're going to be irrational. They're going to be unreasonable. They're going to be late, right? Guys, I wake up at the crack of dawn every day. Devin, maybe she rolls out of bed at 8:30. Maybe. And, you know, to be honest with you, I used to be hard on her about it. Hey, get up early, but she gets her shit done. Listen, she assists me in my business. She does her job. She works out every day. She makes sure my belly's full and my balls are drained. All right, well, fine. As long as you're doing that, keep sleeping in. But there are certain things we're just going to have to deal with when it comes to females. There's no such thing as the perfect female, guys. A lot of guys, oh my God, she's always late, or oh my God, she gets so emotional and she gets... Like, listen, welcome to manhood. These are the things that you have to deal with. Your woman also has to deal with certain things. That comes with being with a man. Listen, we leave our socks everywhere. We don't put the toilet seat down, right? What else do we do? I have a tendency to leave all the cabinets open. Like, listen, I'll reach in the cabinet, grab an Advil, whatever. I leave cabinets open. This is what I do. For whatever reason, I don't believe in closing cabinets. This is part of being with me, right? There are just certain things you're going to have to deal with. So let's not, I know there are a lot of guys out there who are looking for a woman who's never going to stress about, no. Dude, Devin gets on my nerves at least 3 times a day. She gets on my nerves at least 3 times a day. Still love her to death. I looked at him, she continues, and said, I get it. I'm young and married, and I'm scared too. I get it. This is forever. I'm with you. Now we have to go find this ring. And I did, Consuelos said. To me, that's a defining moment, Ripa said. I'm sure there are a lot of people who would have said, I'm done. This is outrageous. This is crazy behavior. And of course, the reason why Kelly Ripa stayed and will continue to stay is because he's Mark effing Consuelos. That's why. Even now, she looks enamored by him. It's 25 years later. She is still enamored by this dude. She's still enamored by this dude. Mark Consuelos is doing it right. And it all started with showing her, I'm not above throwing your ring out the window. Good for him. Good for him. All right, let us take a look at some of these super chats up in here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wait a minute. I lost it. Hang on, guys. Damn it. Oh, there's my cursor. Listen, I love having a bunch of windows. I'm looking at 7 screens, and that's fantastic. But a lot of times I'm like, where's my cursor? 446 people watching, guys. Let's get the likes to 225. Or 223. I'd greatly appreciate that. Lorenzo Rock. Welcome to the crew of the Sharpe shooters. I appreciate you giving me the support. Mr. Ed wants to know, $10 super chat. What's a condom? What is a condom? A condom is a device that has saved men billions of dollars in heartache. That's what a condom is. Good question. I appreciate that. Exponent Chill with the $5 super chat says, praying for your situation, brother. I don't need prayers. I mean, I appreciate it, but I don't need prayers. I've got lawyers. And these are the lawyers. And this is funny, man, because, well, let me go back. Hell, I forgot to. The lawyers that I hired, obviously very good at what they do. But they're not, listen, they definitely follow the rules and they do all that. But these lawyers are what I would characterize as battle tested, right? These lawyers have dealt with some pretty grimy people, if you know what I mean. They've dealt with some real ones. So comparatively, the one that they're going to be dealing with now, you know. But I appreciate it. I do appreciate that. Lorenzo Rock says, love the Megatron t-shirt. Dude, Megatron was my guy, man. Dude, Megatron is my favorite Transformer. He is the man. Okay, so it was Megatron. Megatron was my favorite, okay? My second favorite was Soundwave, because Soundwave had the tapes, Laserbeak, Ravage, Rumble, and Frenzy. What? I cannot believe I just remembered all that. Laserbeak, Ravage. See, Laserbeak was the pterodactyl with the camera. He used to spy on people. Ravage was the robot dog. Rumble was the guy with the he had these things, and he would create earthquakes. And Frenzy would do like the sound waves. Yes. Yo, and my favorite of the tapes, I liked Ravage. Ravage was, dude. I need to get a. You know what? I need to get a Ravage T-shirt. Hang on. Yes, I am shopping. I am shopping while I am on the air. There is no shame in my game. Stay with me here, guys, because I'm going to be really mad if they don't have this T-shirt. Ravage Transformers T-shirt. Oh, I'm going to be mad. Do they have it? Oh, where is it? No! Damn. Damn. They got Bumblebee. You mean to tell me they don't have a Ravage T-shirt? Come on, man. Oh, there's Starscream. All right. No, but dude, nobody likes Bumblebee, man. Get out of here. Yo, somebody, listen, I need to find a Ravage Transformers T-shirt. Somebody needs to find me. Oh, I found one. I got it. We're good. All right, all systems go, baby. All systems go. We are good to go. I have found a Ravage T-shirt. Yes, I am a child of the 80s. I am a Gen Xer to the core. There it is. Oh, that's right. I forgot he had the rockets. He had the rockets too. Yeah, Ravage was awesome. That was my guy. Let me go to the Sharpe stream chat. X on a date. Apollo's ex is still trying to get him to hit it. Man. I live vicariously through Apollo because Apollo gets more ass now than I ever did in Vegas. That's for sure. That is for sure. Speaking of getting ass, Devin is going to be she's going to be very, very fast tomorrow. She's going to be moving very, very quickly. Very quickly. And the reason why she's going to be moving very, very quickly and won't be able to seem to stop is because I'm going to beat the brakes off of her tonight. I actually wanted to smash 2 nights ago, and she did something that pissed me off. And even though I really wanted to fuck, I was too mad. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. We're not fucking. And then last night, I don't know what happened last night, but now I'm sitting here. I got blue balls, and so Dev's getting the brakes beat off of her tonight. Just to let you guys know. A couple more, and then we'll get to our next story. Yeah, Dev, yes, I will not use the same glass twice. That's right. Devin said it. Well, I don't use the same glass twice. I like to use a nice, fresh glass every time. A nice, fresh glass. Yes, I make a lot of dishes, and I never, ever close. I never close the counter. Interesting. Oh, my God, Silverhawks. Oh, my dude. Don't get me. Oh, my God, Silverhawks, man. You remember the Steel Twins? Dude, let's see, there was Bluegrass. There was, okay, so there was the main guy. What was his name? Quicksilver. And he had the bird. That was Tallyhawk. Then there was Bluegrass, who played the guitar and drove the hub. Then there was the Steel Twins. Steel Will and Steel, I forget her name. But Steel Will was like yoked. And then they had this other kid who didn't really talk, but he was red, but he was also a Silverhawk. Wings of silver, nerves of steel. Man, that's taking it way back, dude. I watched all those cartoons, man. I watched Mask, Silverhawks, Centurions. All right, don't get me started. Dude, we'll be here all night. All right, so let us get to our next talking point. Pardon me. Let's get to our next talking point. So, our next topic is about none other than Miss Potato Face herself, Amy Schumer. So she says that her and her husband, Chris Fisher, quote, have sex every 7 to 10 days since welcoming their son, Gene. Okay. All right. I can't imagine ever having sex with Amy Schumer. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Motherhood has not been kind to Miss Schumer. On Wednesday's episode, it says Amy Schumer is getting candid about her sex life. Nobody wants to know about your sex life, Amy Schumer. Nobody wants to know. On Wednesday's episode of Sirius XM's Comedy Gold Minds with Kevin Hart podcast, the Trainwreck star, 39, revealed how intimacy between herself and husband Chris Fisher has changed since welcoming son Gene David, who turns 2 in May. There is the lovely family. Oh, he's a cute kid. Oh, he is a little cutie. Okay. All right. Her husband's a pretty good-looking guy. I don't really know what he sees in her, but I don't know. Maybe she gives good dome. Okay, truly, she says, we probably have sex every 7 to 10 days, she told host Kevin Hart. Give me a second here. There we go. 49 laws. She told host Kevin Hart. And we do it, and we go. We do it, and we go, God, that's so great. Like, we need to do that again. We need to do that more. And then we don't do it for another 7 to 10 days. This happened the other day. There we go. This happened the other day. Schumer says, who tied the knot with Fisher back in 2018, continued, I go, do you want to have sex? And he makes this face like he kind of pictured it and winced. Oh, boy. Let's read that again. I go, do you want to have sex? And he makes this face like he kind of pictured it and winced. That's not good, Amy. That's not good. That is not good. When you ask your husband, number one, she has to ask her husband, do you want to have sex? Let's just stop. Let's just stop right there. She asked her husband, do you want to have sex? I don't think that has ever happened, ever. I think Amy Schumer is the first woman in history to ask her husband, do you want to have sex? I have never heard of, seen, read anything about any woman who asked her husband, do you want to have sex? Never. It's never happened. That's the first. The second first is he turned her down. He turned her down. And he makes this face like he kind of pictured it and winced. Yo, look, man. Look. And you know, I don't feel sorry for Amy Schumer because you want to know something? She's actually not a bad-looking woman. If she were maybe, I don't know, 50 pounds lighter, right? Like Amy Schumer she's not ugly. She's not ugly at all. She's actually pretty. I mean, if you can look past all that, Amy Schumer lacks discipline. She can't put down the ho-hos. She can't put down the mashed potatoes. She doesn't really look like doesn't look like she works out. Dude, she's a celebrity. She's worth, I don't know, she's probably worth $50 million. You're worth $50 million, I'm assuming. Hold on, now I got to check. How much is Jesus Christ, I got off home row. Dang it. Amy Schumer net worth. Let's see how much she's worth. Amy Schumer, American stand-up, okay, net worth of 16 million. Okay. Oh no, 25 million. Your net worth is $25 million. Jesus, here we go. Now we're getting all into this stuff. You have a net worth of $25 million. You can't hire a personal trainer You can't hire a personal chef for 6 months to transform your body? Like, come on. You're a celebrity. You have money. But you just asked your husband, do you want to have sex? And he makes this face like he kind of pictured it and winced. Now, one might think, she's being tongue-in-cheek. She's a stand-up comedian. She's making fun of herself, as stand-up comedians do. But I believe her. I believe that's exactly how it went. Because she didn't look like this when she asked him, do you want to have sex? This is what she looked like right here. That's what she looked like, right? Oh, God. It's like you can actually see that Chris is trying to hide behind the kid so she doesn't see him. Right? What was the hot Asian chick who took the picture of herself with her 3 kids and said, what's your excuse? Caught all kinds of hate from women who look like Amy Schumer. What was her name? Tina something Kang. Dude, the bitches hated her ass. Oh my God, I can't believe you. Can't believe you what? Got back into shape after having 3 kids? Yeah. Yeah. Of course she did. She asked her husband to have sex, and he made a face like he kind of pictured it and winced. He told her no. He told her no. According to Schumer, the face her husband made was kind of like he ate something bad. He's like, how about tomorrow? And I was like, great, thank you. I feel really good. She quipped. A lot of people might think, like I pointed out earlier, that this might be some sort of like tongue-in-cheek thing, right? She's making fun of herself. She's, no, I believe her. I believe her. I believe that's exactly what he said. You want to know something? Amy Schumer, I think, is going to be divorce E-Part here real soon. Because, as we can see, as is the case most of the time, he is clearly aging better than she is. Amy Schumer is gravitationally challenged, as it is. Gravitationally challenged people tend to age a lot faster. See, when Amy's 39 now, almost 40. When Amy was in her early 20s, yeah, she was always a little chubby, but she hits the gym for 6 months, adopts a healthy lifestyle. She could have been attractive. She could have been attractive, but now it's getting a little late. If she were to drop 50 pounds, now what has to happen is now she has to have surgery. Now she has to get that loose skin taken care of. By the way, I took the liberty of looking up her husband's net worth. Oh, he's worth $16 million. So if Amy Schumer is worth 25 and he's worth 16, well, that would make her the primary breadwinner. I think that Amy Schumer might be getting divorce E-Part here real soon. I think she might be. I'm dead serious. I think she might be. Her net worth is more than his. And again, Amy Schumer, listen, she had to marry someone whose net worth was, there's no way Amy Schumer could marry a man whose net worth was more than hers. No way. Nope. She didn't have the sexual market value, man. She married a guy, I guess, who came from like a chef empire. Listen, $16 million is nothing to sneeze at, for sure, but it ain't 25. And when this dude leaves her, and he will, he's going to be the one to end up getting a payday. Amy Schumer, first woman in the history of mankind to ask her husband, do you want to have sex? Amy Schumer, first woman in the history of mankind to be turned down by her husband after she asks him, do you want to have sex? Coming up later in the show, of course, we will do our Temptation Island breakdown. The shit is getting real, to be sure. That, of course, is a picture of Katie, who is playing a little Oreo cookie game. She's got a black dude pitted up against a white dude. That should be interesting. That should be very, very interesting. Looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to the bonfire, because they skipped the bonfire last time. They got to do another bonfire. They got to do another. They got to do another bonfire. All right, let's see. Mark Johnson says she's Miss Piggy in human form. When she jokes about her smelly region, she can't be mad that other men won't find her attractive. That's gross. I did not know that she joked about her smelly regions. Chris Rice is in Sharpe Stream. Says, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't she say during a stand-up routine, that she didn't care if she got fat? That's what dude, all these women say they don't care that they get fat. But they do. They do, man. Listen, Adele, she lost a bunch of weight. She was tired of being a fat ass. Donovan Sharpe, I lost a bunch of weight because I got tired of being a fat ass. Like, nobody wants to be a fat ass, man. Nobody wants to look like that. I'm sorry, it's just how it is. It's how it is. Okay, good stuff. All right, so what I'm going to do now is, because I like to stay ahead of things, I like to stay ahead of the schedule, I am going to go through, and again, listen, man, I mean, every once in a while, you guys know that I like to take care of business, a little bit of business on the air. So what I need to do is I am going to, you know what? I think I'm going to put it to. I'm going to put it to vote for you guys. So Devin's going to get smashed tonight. That's all there is to it. That is all there is to it. She's absolutely going to get smashed tonight. And I need you guys to help me decide what outfit she is going to get smashed in. By the way, Dev, if you're watching, go ahead and apply that lipstick right now. Go ahead and put it on right now. That way, when I'm done, that stuff's not coming off. By the way, we have not gotten a chance to test the BJ Proof lipstick. Haven't gotten a chance to test that out yet. Very, 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 very disappointing. Very disappointing. Let me see. All right, so actually, you want to know something? You know what? I think I've already made my decision. I think I have already made my, well, you know what? I'll get you guys involved. Right? So, let's see. We had to return. Devin's feet have shrank. They have shrank. It's the weirdest. It is the weirdest thing. Let me also do this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have Dev bring in 4 pairs of heels, and we are going to vote. You guys are going to vote on which pair of heels she is going to wear. And the reason I do this, guys, is I'm not doing this to humiliate my woman. I'm sure that oh my God, I can't believe it. No. I do this to show you guys that, listen, man, if you do it right, your woman will do whatever you want to make you happy. She'll do whatever you want. And it's funny because one of the things that Devin says she loves about me is that as far as sex goes, she never has to worry about me telling her exactly what I want. She never has to worry about that. And listen, I am very, very clear. With boyfriends of the past, she always has to kind of pull it out of them. I think she told me that most of her boyfriends, most of the guys she was in sexual relationships with, don't really say, hey, this is kind of what I like. Nope. Not your boy. I'm like hoops, heels, and head. Those three things are standard. Oh, and all 3 of these fit? All of these fit? Oh. Yeah, I believe so. All right. So we got the heels. I'm gonna have you guys vote on them here in just a second. All sorts of shapes and sizes. All sorts of shapes and sizes. Looks like a lot of people have dropped off because they are not trying to hear this. Don't give a shit. Do not care. I am about having fun on this show. showing you guys what's really up. So the first outfit, I'm just going to give you guys, I think I'm just going to give you guys three, I think guys, I'm going to give you guys three choices here. So choice number one. Oh, that's not it. All right, so here is choice number one. Choice number one. I'm going to put that up on the screen. Choice number one is this little number right here. That is choice number one. Guys, get an eyeful. Choice number two is this one. This is choice number two. Come on, come on. That is choice number two. All right. And choice number three is going to be, and by the way, ladies, you don't have to feel sorry for Dev. You don't have to feel sorry for Dev because I usually last about a minute and a half. About a minute and a half. Shout out to Tori B, who just purchased Womanese Volume 4 at 30% off. At 30% off. He is taking advantage of, oh, by the way, today is the last day to get your hands on, you can get the Book of Womanese forever. But today is the last day that you can take advantage of that 30% off coupon. You can take advantage of that 30% coupon that gives you 30% off my entire course catalog. 30% off my entire course catalog. DonovanSharpe.com/womanese. DonovanSharpe.com/womanese. So shout out to Tori B, who has taken advantage of that coupon. I am looking for choice number. Let's see. Let's go with. You know what? I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna make this. Oh, here we go. Yeah. You know what? I'll just keep it to that. So black or pink, pink or black. Let's go ahead and do that now. Black or pink? Black or pink? Black or pink? See, what I'm thinking is I'm thinking of the black. I'm thinking of the black outfit with the neon heels. Love that. Love that. Yeah, I like the, one with the lime heels. That definitely gets my vote. So these are the 4 pairs of heels. I can already tell these are too big, so those are out. Devin's feet have shrank. Ah, this is an interesting pair of heels. They're actually, it's like a see-through type of heel. It's actually quite cool. It's actually quite cool, man. Yeah, it's like a mesh. Choice number 3 is going to be this right here. And then, of course, the neon. So the neon, the black mesh, or the black with the red bottom. Okay, so it looks like black. It looks like we're going black with the lime green glow-in-the-dark heels. Okay? Well, the eyes have it. The eyes have it. The eyes have it. Dude, she absolutely looks fantastic in this stuff. Holy moly. Woo. Boy, oh boy. I told her, man, I actually told her, I was like, dude, I got to start dressing you down a little bit so that maybe I can start lasting a little bit longer. I don't know. Dude, we're not having as much sex. That's why I don't last as long. I mean, I'm just keeping it a stack. It's one of those use it or lose it. One of those use it or lose it type of deals. So, I don't know. I might just make it a point, be like, hey, we need to have sex every day for 7 days in a row, maybe to get things going again. Get things going again. Okay, let's get back. Let's get back to more pressing topics at hand. I appreciate you guys humoring me. Thank you for your votes. Thank you for your votes. Thank you for performing your civic duty. There we go. Listen, your woman wants to be attractive to you. She really does. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to make your woman as attractive to you as possible. Devin said, damn, I wanted the pink with the black and red heels. This is why I don't make these decisions. Well, there you go. There you go. It's not about what you want, woman. It's about what I want. God damn it. One of these days, I'm a shocker. I'm going to come in with like a leopard thong and be like, yeah. All right, let's get to it. So, Dear Abby, of course, is a relationship advice column, long-running relationship advice column. And, you know, it's interesting because Dear Abby actually... Dear Abby is actually... She does have some good advice. She does give some good advice every once in a while, just not very often. And she really just kind of seems to be down the middle. I don't even know if Abby is the one responding to these anymore, to be honest with you. Is Abby even alive? Anyway, Dear Abby, dating experience suffers in sex-obsessed culture. Dear Abby, I am a 48-year-old woman, divorced for 10 years. During that time, I have been in 2 serious relationships. So let's just go ahead and stop right there. Let's go ahead and stop right there. She's a 48-year-old woman, divorced for 10 years. So she got divorced when she was 38 years old. She got divorced when she was 38 years old. Pardon me. She got divorced when she was when she was 48 years old, or 38 years old. And in those 10 years, she's only been in two serious relationships. That's interesting. Because according to the book of Womanese, when she says, I haven't been in a relationship in 2 years, what she means, I've been fucking random guys for 2 years. See, what this woman wants us and Abby to think is that she has only dated 2 men in 10 years. During that time, I have been in 2 serious relationships. The reason she said 2 serious relationships is because she wants us to think that those are the only 2 people that she has had sex with in 10 years. Guys, this is never true. Never true. Never let a woman tell you, I've been in 2 serious relationships, I've had 2 serious boyfriends, I've been in 2 long-term relationships. That's not the number that matters. That is not the number that matters. The number that matters is the one she's keeping away from you. Listen. It is, I'm trying to tell you. Women will tell you whatever they have to snowflake, even when they're writing in to an advice column. Even when they're writing into an advice column. It doesn't matter. They always leave stuff out. 2 relationships. I'm no prude, she continues. I'm no prude see how she told on herself? She says, look, like I've been in 2 serious relationships. She wants us to think that it was only 2 people that she slept with. Then she says, I'm no prude, right? I'm no prude means, well, listen, I do sleep around, right? But it seems like everyone I date and who my friends and I talk to and articles I see are all about sex, having sex, rushing to sex. It's like there's no emphasis on actually getting to know a person anymore. I like to believe that sex is something people who are already emotionally intimate can share. Oh boy. I like to believe. So this is her admitting to us that this is idealistic. She knows this isn't true. But what she is trying to convey when she says, I like to believe that, she is trying to convey to us that she is naive. Well, isn't sex something that 2 people who are already emotionally intimate can share with one another? No. She knows that's not true. This is why she says, I'd like to believe that, because she doesn't believe it. And the reason she doesn't believe it is because she knows it's not true. You said, I'm no prude, divorced at 38. How much you want to bet she initiated the divorce? How much you want to bet she initiated that divorce? Divorced for 10 years. We don't know the details of that. We don't know the details of that. There's a reason for that. Listen, man, I don't even know what the number is. Dude, 95% of divorces, I don't know, I'll put out anything. 95% of divorces filed by women. But by the third date, she continues, sex is not only expected, but considered normal. When I say it's too soon for me, I'm not called back for another date. If I do go forward with sex, I feel compromised and cheapened when the relationship ends. These men didn't take the time to actually know me. What is happening to this woman is she is beginning to understand that her sexual market value causes men to not give a damn about her emotions. They're not trying to get to know you, sweetheart. You're 48. Let's say you were 23. Guys still wouldn't give a damn about your feelings and emotions and all this other stuff you yammer about, but they'll stick around a little bit longer. They'll stick around a little bit longer, right? Listen, when you were 23 and hot, yeah. I mean, listen, oh my God, guys are just so understanding. They listen to all my problems. Sweetheart, they're doing that because they want to bang you. Like, you're young and dumb. You really think guys care about you? They don't. They're just trying to get the ass. That's all it is. But this woman is confused as to why the men who used to wait for her are no longer waiting for her. She's 48. Ain't nobody waiting for sex from a 48-year-old woman. When I say it's too soon for me, I'm not called back for another date. That's because you're almost 50. Men are not going, dude, look, at 48, at a half a hundred, you don't get to say, this feels too soon for me. I mean, listen, you can. You can't, listen, you can say, I mean, really, you can say whatever the hell you want. You can say whatever you want, but guess what? Guess what? They're not going to stick around. Listen, the young, hot 23-year-old, it's too soon for me. They'd be like, okay, all right, I'll give you a call back. I'll holler at you, right? I'll holler at you because you're 23, you're 24. But when a 48-year-old woman tells you, it's too soon for sex for me, bitch, it's too late for you, period. Like, sweetheart, you're half 100 and you're telling me that it's too soon? Like, I don't know if you know this, sweetheart, but you ain't got much time to be banging. This is another case of a woman who is now coming to the realization that her sexual market value is all but gone. It's gone. It's gone. Listen, listen, I'm sure some guys smash, but the guys that do, those are probably the more attractive guys, right? She's playing the same games now as she did when she was younger. She makes the unattractive guys wait, meaning she doesn't want to bang them. She lets the attractive guys hit it. Well, the difference is the attractive guys used to keep hitting it back when she was in her 20s. Now at 48 years old, attractive men who are available to her, as attractive as they can be, they'll smash once they're out. That's it. That's it. I can't believe, when I say it's too soon for me, I'm not called back for another date. She's acting surprised. She's acting surprised that men are not willing to wait for sex with a woman who's half 100. Unbelievable. Please understand, she continues, I'm mature enough to handle this, but I'm deterred from dating because of it. Of course you're deterred from dating because of it. Are there any men out there who want a connection that just isn't physical? Signed, Not Connecting in Missouri. Dear Not Connecting, Abby says, yes, there are. Let me just stop right there. That's all you need to hear. Yes, there are men. There are men who are out there who want a connection that just isn't physical. Here's the problem, sweet cheeks. They're not the men you want, right? You see, these men that you are still continuing to curb, those guys aren't waiting around anymore. She's still curbing the nerdy guys. She's still curbing the guys that are unattractive. And they're like, you know what? I'm not. This woman's going to tell me it's too soon for sex. These guys aren't waiting around anymore. Oh, she'll let the guys that she thinks are attractive smash. Oh, yes. But those aren't the guys that are going to be emotionally connected to her. Again, women grow old, they never grow up. They grow old, they never grow up, dude. They never, ever, ever, ever realize what's really going on until it stares them right in the face. And here this woman is. At 48 years old, wondering why men aren't waiting for her. There are men waiting for you. You just don't want those men. Let's see what Abby has to say. She says, yes, there are. But in our hookup culture, it may take time to find them. I do agree that in a sex-obsessed society, as we are constantly reminded in print, television, film, and online media, many men in your age group, avoid emotional intimacy because they have been divorced and don't want to quickly jump back into a committed relationship. No, Abby, you're wrong. Listen, men that are divorced, okay, they're a little bit hesitant, but if a woman is attractive enough, meaning she ain't 40 freaking 8, yeah, they'll jump into whatever she wants. See, again, Abby's not giving it to her straight. Abby is sugarcoating. Well, many men in your age group avoid intimacy because they have been divorced and don't want to quickly jump back into a committed relationship. No, they just don't want to date you, sweetheart. That's the problem. They don't want to date you. It's possible you might have better luck if you join activity groups in which the members have common interests besides running right off to the bedroom. You should never allow yourself to be coerced into doing anything you don't feel ready for. Unlike what some people believe, sex does not automatically go with the dinner. So Abby actually gives her some pretty sound advice. And I give advice to back when I was doing consultations. I used to tell you guys all the time, dude, take a dance class, take a salsa class, right? Take a pottery class, take an art class, cooking class filled with women. Join a bowling league filled with women. All right? You get to put yourself around women without looking thirsty. That's the name of the game. That's the name of that game. But then Abby says, well, unlike what some people believe, sex does not automatically go with the dinner. Listen, Abby's right, but at 48 years old, you kind of have to assume that. Who the hell is out here buying 48-year-old women dinner anyway? Right? Who is, I don't know. I don't know what this woman looks like, but once again, the bottom line here is this, guys. The bottom line here is this. She is expecting men to treat her like she's still a young, nubile female. And she's not. She's not. She's almost 50 years old, guys. She's almost 50 years old. And you want to know what the truth is? The truth is she knows why these guys aren't waiting for her. She knows why she's getting curbed after she lets him smash 1 or 2 times. She knows why. But the reason she wrote into Abby is because she was hoping against all hope that Abby might be able to make her feel better about herself. Might tell her just a good enough lie. Just a good enough lie to where she can continue to believe it for maybe another 2 years. Maybe another 2 years. Why don't they want an emotional connection? Bitch, please. You're half a hundo. That should tell you all you need to know. Ay, dude, I swear to God, man. Women have a lot of nerve, dude. They really, really do. 48 years old, and she wonders why men aren't waiting to sleep with her. That's like Lolo Jones, man. Lolo Jones is damn near 40. She's still a virgin. She's about to be the 40-year-old virgin. Lolo Jones is out here acting like she's a unicorn. Sweetheart, you're not a unicorn. Lolo Jones is attractive, but dude, nobody wants virginal women that are 40. Ay. Let me take a look through the chat here quickly before we get to our last story. C-Dub in Sharpe Stream says, I'm no prude. Translation, I'm a mega hoe. Any woman who owns any level of promiscuity publicly, multiply what they own that by at least a factor of 10. You know it. King Life and Sharpe Stream says divorced for 10 years and probably was in a relationship for a couple of months. Yeah, right? Apollo says the 51-year-old chick I'm banging was the one that threw the sex at me. I'm telling you, man. These old, dude, listen, these old bitches out here are on the prowl. Wow. C-Dub says Kevin Samuel says that at half 100, you ought to be lucky any man will dust that joker off and use it at all. The bleep you mean wait. Exactly. Andre says older women just get hornier. No, they don't. No, they don't. That's in porn. Older women don't get hornier, man. The only way older women get hornier is if they're on TRT and HGH. That's it. That's it. C-Dub says at best she's in a rotation. At best. Yeah, Sirius makes a good point. Says, although as a divorce guy, I'm not committing to a relationship anytime soon. I would agree with that. Least of all, with a woman who's 48. Red Pill Mike with the $100 super chat. I greatly appreciate that, my friend. He says, this is another classic example of a woman denying the wall to the point where she has mind smashed herself into doing anything to avoid facing the truth, including writing a letter to someone who has gained fame by historically telling women what they want to hear. There you go. There it is. There it is, man. Well said. Well said, man. Cold Steel says Lolo Jones is a unicorn who waited too long and is now too old. Psh. Peter Lee with the $5 super chat says she is giving you the sex you want. That's why you can't last. Dude, I'm going to tell you what, man. And listen, Devin, she almost has, it's funny. She does a very, and listen, she's a woman. She's supposed to make, listen, your woman is supposed to stroke your ego, right? That's just part of what they do. Like, guys, we're, listen, man, we have our insecurities, right? Our dick sizes, right? Like, I mean, dude, like, I've got a nice one. I've got a nice one. But, I mean, dude, every guy is insecure about their dick. They really, really are. They really, really are. Like, I got a real nice one. I'm still insecure. And now, lately, that I've been I've been a two-pump chump, man. Every once in a while, I can turn back the clock and just beat her brakes off for like a half an hour. But then 10 minutes in, I get tired. 10 minutes in, I get tired. I'm not into these long sexathons. I never was, man. Like, there was one point where I focused so much on, like, Kegels and lasting longer. Like, dude, I did Kegels for 6 months. I used the Bathmate. Dude, I took this stuff called Happy Passengers, which isn't even available anymore. I need to start looking for that stuff. Dude, I used to smash girls for 45 minutes and could not come. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. And as awesome as it is to be able to just bang like a porn star, I mean, it gets old sometimes. It really, really does. You're like, dude, like, how long do I got to keep smashing this chick before oh yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like, there were, I mean, listen, I'm not telling you that I never went, but dude, there would be times, man, where I'm like, dude, and I'd be disappointed, but the girl, oh my God, is it my body? What is it about me? Oh yeah. I'm like, yo, relax. You got off 4 times. I didn't get off. But Devin, bless her heart, man. She says she likes it when I go early because it means she still got it. I'm like, well, listen, sweetheart. Like, the reason why I just want to enjoy it more. I want to enjoy it longer. I just want to enjoy it longer, man. I mean, that's really what it is for me. I mean, dude, Devin's got a nice body. Her peace sleeve, hugs my sausage quite nicely. But I've told you guys that I like the way sex looks more than I like the way it feels. And Dev looks really, really good when we have sex. So I don't know. Maybe I'll tell her not to take a shower. Maybe I'll tell her not to take a shower and build up the ass paste. So I'll be turned off. And at that point, I don't know. Maybe I'll last half an hour. Who knows? I've got my Prilogy, a.k.a. Depoxetine, that is supposed to delay premature ejaculation, so we will see how that works. Yes, full transparency here at TSR Towers. I am 100% truthful 100% of the time. Yes, Apollo says, didn't you tell a story about a girl that broke up with you because you didn't finish? And yes, her name was Michelle. Her name was Michelle. Yeah, dude, I've still got the text messages. Yep, dude, I was banging her for 3-4 weeks. And she said, hey, look, like, I'm going to have to call it quits. I'm like, all right. And she's like, well, you're not mad? I'm like, well, no. Or actually, I was like, dude, I'm bawling my eyes out. She laughs. She's like, don't you want to know why? I said, hadn't really thought about it. I mean, good luck. She's like, well, it's because you take too long to go. You know, she's like, it started to give me a complex. I didn't know if it was me, but, you know. Yeah, like she. And we weren't even in a relationship. We were just banging. We weren't even in a relationship, and I got dumped. So I wasn't this girl's boyfriend. She dumps me because I last too long. Can't make this stuff up, guys. You cannot make this stuff up. I still have the text messages, man. I still have them. It's in that legendary Windows phone. All right, let's get to our last little topic of the day here. Our last topic of the day. Oops. There we go. Come on, get on out the way. Man calls out girlfriend over her mysterious late night behavior, quote, a major red flag. A man is fed up. The article starts with his girlfriend coming home at 3 a.m. every night. He asked Reddit, am I the bleep hole forum, if he would be out of line to ask her to stop. The 28-year-old is a full-time worker and a college student. For the last few months, his girlfriend, who is a server at a restaurant, began hanging out with her coworker after work every night. She started getting home at 3:30 a.m., and it would disrupt the Reddit poster's sleep. With his final week fast approaching, he wants his girlfriend to take a break from the late-night hangouts. I've been dating my girlfriend for 2 years, the Reddit poster said. We live together and generally don't have too many fights and communicate well. I work and attend college both full-time, and she is a waitress at a higher-end restaurant. The last few months, she has been going and having a drink at her coworker's house after they get off. This is every night now, and while I'm happy she has a friend at work, it's starting to affect things in our home life. She gets off late, as is, and so hanging out with her coworker usually means she won't get home until almost 3 a.m. each night. She tries to be quiet. Our dogs still wake me up excited. The Reddit poster just wants a good night's sleep during a stressful time in his life. I'm coming up on finals, and being woken up every night has really thrown my entire sleep schedule, to say the least. She's never been someone who can sleep in much either. She's now only sleeping a few hours a night and has become incredibly irritable first thing in the morning too, causing a lot of stress first thing in the morning. Okay. I don't ever want to tell her who she can hang out with, who she can hang out with, or what she can do. But would I be the asshole if I asked her to temporarily stop going to her friends for the last few weeks of the semester? Reddit thought the girl's behavior to be alarming. Waking someone up every night and acting grumpy is a major red flag. You guys need to have a major conversation. Here's another one. She's being extremely inconsiderate. Here's another one. If your partner is negatively impacting your life, it is completely acceptable to set boundaries, someone said. Cold Steel has the comment of the evening when he says, here's the Reddit post, I'm sure she isn't cheating. I almost thought this was a troll post because it just seems, it seems too obvious to be real. It seems way too obvious to be real. It really, really does. I mean, this dude, listen, his girl is cheating on him. I think we all know that. But he's not worried about, he's not even thinking about that. This guy has so much blind trust in his girlfriend that his biggest gripe is her waking him up when she comes in at all hours of the night. Let's take a look at some of the comments. Oh, I'm sorry. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the a-hole. I am in a position where I feel that asking my partner to stop hanging out with her friend would be controlling, but the result of her hanging out with her friend after work has begun to have effects on my schoolwork. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And I can't really even, I'll put it to you this way. If your girlfriend is hanging out with her coworker every night after work and coming home at 3 o'clock in the morning, and your gripe is that she wakes you up and you can't get sleep for your finals, I can't help you. I can't help you. Can't do it. Guys like that, guys like that cannot be helped. They can't be helped. That's just all there is to it. That's all there is to it, man. They cannot be helped. Can't be helped. So, good luck to him and his finals. I'm sure him and his girlfriend are going to be very happy together. Hell of a show tonight. Hell of a show this evening. I appreciate you guys helping me with the input. Devin looks really good in that black, too. Whew, my God. She looks good in all these slutty clothes. Oh, my goodness gracious. Truthfully, man, that might be, dude. But the thing is this. I've always made her dress this way. And I used to be able to wear her ass out. I really did. But, I mean, listen, man, number one, I've gotten a little bit older, right? I've known her for what now, 5 years? So I've gotten a little bit older. I'm no less sexually attracted to her than I used to be. I mean, listen, I don't know. I just think, dude, and now, dude, I work more than I've ever worked in my life. I'm working 18 hours a day. I really, really, really have to. I really need to cut down on my schedule, man, because I really am. I'm full bore from sun up till sundown, and I really, really need to slow that down. So if I slow that down, then maybe I'll have a little bit more time for sex. I told Dev at dinner, I took her out to dinner tonight because she had a really good week here at work. She got the mobile app to work. She got my email list straightened out. She's done a very good job with the CME ticket sales. Again, 1 VIP ticket left. And so I said, you know what, man? She deserves a nice dinner tonight. So I took her to dinner. That's why I'm on a little bit late. We're old people, so we eat dinner at 5 around here. And so took her to dinner, decided to come on and do the show at 7. And now she's got to make sure I don't have blue balls anymore. So she's going to be doing that later. That is going to do it for this episode of TSR Primetime. The party continues on SharpeStream, on the SharpeStream mobile app or sharpestream.com, where you too can watch the live Temptation Island breakdown. If you want chat privileges and to watch the replay, become a patron at patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Thanks for watching. All right, so now we got to make sure we are all clear. I know this is weird. It's the disembodied. It's the disembodied voice. Where did it go? All right, so let me say so long to